Hello darlings and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie and today what I've got for you is a micro cottage and I am so excited about this one. So I hope you will like it as well. The exterior came together so nicely and so quickly. That's probably the most important thing for me because, as you know, I usually struggle with, well, everything in The Sims. So I was genuinely happy with the way this turned out. I was so surprised by it, honestly. So I relied heavily on greens and like wooden or orange wooden tones on the exterior, and the interior is going to be quite yellow. You'll see it momentarily. But first we're working on the exterior. Right now I'm trying to figure out the roof. Truth is that it took me some time to figure that one out because this is a I wanted to say home and house at the same time, so hose. Nice. Okay, let's start again, shall we? So this is a micro home, which means that this house has only 32 tiles, and since it's that small I really enjoy changing or not changing but kind of messing around with the shape of the house, adding some bump outs and making it nice and unique. So of course it means that the roofing is a bit of a more struggle, but this I think is almost the result. There's still some roof pieces missing, but yeah, I genuinely quite enjoy the way even I did the roofing. That's, again, I think the roofing is not my how do you say that? It's not one of my best abilities in The Sims, but I think it turned out rather nicely. So I'm already trying to figure out a bit of landscaping. The colors are predominantly orange and yellow. Sorry, I lost my voice there. Never mind. I just deleted everything, but I'll be adding it shortly again. And yeah, I think I'll be adding some sunflowers as well. I really wanted to give it a bit of a summer vibe, I think, and I wanted everything to look nice and cheerful, so this way I think it works quite nicely. So this is a cottage, and of course we all know the queen of cottages, that is Lisa, aka Sunny Simsy. So if this cottage, or if certain elements of this cottage are reminiscent of her own builds, then that's quite likely, I would say, because she is the best, and I think I was definitely inspired by her own creations when I was working on this cottage, because she genuinely is the best, isn't she? And it's really hard not to be inspired by her creations. So definitely I think that her builds were on my mind the whole time I was building this. And most importantly, since her builds were already on my mind, I also tried to I tried to incorporate some of her tips and tricks. She has a video on that, on how to build micro cottages. So this is actually using or making use of those tips and tricks. First of all, there's this chimney that it's actually, well, those are only walls and there is no like platform underneath it, so it's not considered a room, so there is no tile there basically. And soon enough, I might have already done that or not, I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter. There's going to be a one bump out that is going to be part of the bathroom where there is, and that is technically not registered as room either. So I kind of cheated my way to get a few extra tiles. I will link her tutorial in my description box, in the description box of this video, so that you can go check it out as well, because it's really, really helpful. I knew some of those tricks, but not all of them. I was really quite surprised by some of them because I genuinely didn't know. And yeah, it's a really, really good tutorial, so I definitely recommend it, and I will link it for you, so definitely go watch it as well. So I just added a few moments ago the, like, what's it called, laundry line? Is that what you call it? Oh god, I don't know. Never mind that. So this build actually, well, it's not like pack restricted. I think initially I wanted it to be, but then I just went wild with it and I kind of stopped caring. So sorry for that. It's not pack restricted or pack limited, but everything just works so nicely together that I just couldn't resist. And yeah, I had to use as many nice objects as I could. But I wanted to emphasize that I actually built this house after I bought the laundry day stuff pack, I think that's what it's called. So I really try to make use of all the beautiful items, and I'm really happy with that pack. I know that there are some controversies about this pack, specifically because for some people the pack does not work. Apparently after some time, so I can't really say whether it works for me or not, because when I'm playtesting it, everything works just fine, but I'm playtesting it for only like a few, I don't know, for a few sim days maybe, if it takes me too long. So I actually don't know whether that like laundry feature stops working at some point or not. Like, it works fine for me when I'm playtesting, but I've heard that for some it stops like gradually working, so I can't really tell you more about that because I'm just playtesting it and then I don't play. I just build. I try to play at some point, sometimes I try. Oh my god, sometimes I try to play, but at the end of the day, I usually get lost with building, and I don't really care that much about the gameplay, I'm afraid. So now I think we've officially moved on to the interior. As you could see, I was like jumping from the interior to the exterior and vice versa. So I try not to do that because for speed builds it doesn't look that nice, I think. But sometimes, you know, just the inspiration hits you and you need to do a certain thing before you forget it. That's like my my biggest issue. So right now I'm on a kitchen that's relatively small. Oh yeah, because I used some of the courtyard oasis things on the exterior, I also decided to use these beautiful tiles in the kitchen, and there will be also in the bathroom. So I'm just adding some rug, and soon enough, yeah, there will be a small dining space for your Sims. I was just messing around with all the items from the laundry day, from the laundry day stuff pack. There are so many lovely items like that broom, and you know, I think there'll be the oh my god, what's it called? Ironing board. I'll be adding that one as well. Those towels, so many beautiful items, and like I really enjoy how detailed they are, and they really add some realism to the houses, and oh, I enjoy that a lot. So now I'm just trying to find some clutter that I could use on that shelf that I placed there, since I couldn't place anything on that one counter, the like corner counter, since your sim needs a lot of S's there, sorry. They need some space to prepare the meals. I tried to decorate the space above it because I think that's like the easiest way how to make the space cluttered and still functional. Right now I'm placing this bed that's from the Dream Home Decorator game pack. I always need to think and think hard on the name of that pack. I still don't remember it that well. And I'm adding a hamper. I think I will have to move it around because in this way it was not like accessible. So of course everything in this house is playtested. Everything should work just fine. To be honest with you, and speaking of playtesting, it took me a long time to playtest. Before I speak about it, you just saw a lot of weird cuts or like weird edits because it took me forever to figure out the interior. You know, in contrast to the exterior, this was difficult to come up with, even though it looks so simple right now. But at first I wanted a big desk, then I couldn't fit anything else in there, so sorry for that weird editing, but took me a very long time. But I mentioned playtesting. So this house took me about 2 hours to playtest. I know, that's completely bonkers, isn't it? Like, it's such a small house, that shouldn't take me this long, right? Yeah, the truth is exactly the opposite, because it took me a long time to playtest it, and that was for a very simple reason. There was a plant underneath the entrance stairs that didn't it didn't cause any problems when my Sims were going up and down the stairs, but sorry, but once they like were holding a bag of either of rubbish or a laundry bag, they couldn't go out. And at that point I didn't know that it was this specific plant messing up with the game, because it was so weird, right? Because you could walk up and down the stairs just fine, but once you wanted to descend or ascend the stairs with something that you were like holding with like the bags, it didn't work. And for the longest of time I couldn't figure that out. I was deleting all objects. I thought that the problem was the hamper or the trash can or something. I was even like googling things about that because, you know, to see whether some people reported any like related bugs. And I just it was so like, I don't know, aggravating, tedious, and I was really mad so badly because I was really happy with the way this house turned out, and I couldn't believe that it wasn't working. You know, imagine spending a few hours on a build and then some things are not working, and those are like important things, right? It's not like a chair is not accessible, okay, I'll delete it and I'll do something different. But it was a stupid trash can and a hamper that I couldn't make them work. So I was so mad. It's unbelievable. It took me so long. Well, it works now. Don't worry about it. Everything, as I said, is playtested, so everything should work just fine. So yeah, oh yeah, here I'm adding the ironing board. It's so pretty. I really like those items a lot. I'm very happy that I bought this pack. I'm using it a lot, I found out. At first I was thinking like, yeah, I'll add it every now and then, but I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I'm not always adding the laundry system because I know that some people just don't enjoy the gameplay, even though I think it's really fun. But yeah, I am enjoying that pack a lot. So now we're back on on the exterior. I'm working on the backyard. I'm adding a lot of planters. So I imagine that this cute cottage would be perfect for a gardener. Maybe I'll name it Gardener's Micro Cottage. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided on the name of this house yet. And I am posting this video today, so I should make up my mind as quickly as possible, I would say. But anyway, yeah, I'm working on landscaping. The landscaping is similar around the house, of course. I am really enjoying those rugs that also came with the laundry day stuff bag. God, this name. I think they look amazing, both on the exterior and the interior. They're really versatile. I'm having a lot of fun with that. So I'm just adding some tools for gardening to, again, make it realistic, make it as detailed as possible. I really had a lot of fun with this house. I really tried to make it as pretty as possible. I was having a lot of fun with it. I am not denying that. I'm also adding some plants on the roof to, again, make it more detailed, make it more busy, maybe. That's a good word. And oh, I am using this this piece, that's debug piece from base game, to make the roof again more interesting, to add something to it. So I am genuinely so happy with the exterior because I think I really focused on many like I said, details and elements, and I think there is no like space on the exterior that I wouldn't give a lot of thought. So I am genuinely enjoying this. So I'm just adding some terrain paint, and yeah, I'm just trying to make it look, like I said, more realistic. It also, I think terrain paint is great because it kind of gives like a feeling of shadows to objects, and I really like that. So yeah, we're coming to the end of the video. So this build will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. My ID is bohemian_Ronnie. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram. The handle is the same across all platforms. If you enjoyed this video, I would be very happy if you could give it a like or write a comment. Thank you in advance. And if you would like to see more of my speed builds, you can also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!